Hey guys, today is March the 17th of 2023, and I want to go over the energy and metal sector and also the US dollar. So without any further delay, let's get into it. So this is the pre-market. You know what? I don't know in regards to news event, what report or anything is coming out today. I don't know if it's going to be a slow day, a fast day, but nonetheless, look at the price section that we have here on crude oil. We finally broke out of this sideways accumulation distribution pattern. And now the pressure is to the downside. As of now, the 4 hour got a nice little pop uh, over the overnight session. Let's see once we hit the US session, but very weak in regards to RBOB. Got this nice pullback too. And now on the 4 hour, prices are positive. Let's see if that could remain with the US session. NG, as you see, we got this nice pop. We got this nice pullback. We got a nice pop, and then Wednesday pullback, and now kind of sideways. If you guys watch my video, it's gonna kind of be a slow day using an average return by trading day. So today will probably be like a little slow, not that much action. 4 hours kind of showing a little, just kind of sideways action. Could maybe pull back a little bit. This is a level to watch at 238. In regards to the heating oil out of all of these, this is the one that's in a squeeze play as of March the 1st. So you can see that the pressure has been compressing and it wants to explode somewhere. We haven't had the signal yet where. It looks like a nice little pop on the 4 hour, but price action is very weak, pushing lower. Kind of, goes sideways up and then pushes lower. So I don't know if it's going to be a lower high and then a lower low. But let's see how we close this week. Looking at the metals, gold is pretty strong. Keep an eye on gold, 1942. If we could close above that, it has the potential to test 1975. That would be your level to keep an eye on. But so far, everything is looking good here. The 4 hours looking good. It's trending, gets a pullback trend. So if it gets another pullback, some buyers will come in and then push it higher. You can see the energy has been dwindling a little bit, but price action has been slowly grinding higher. So you got to keep an eye on the 4 hour. In regards to silver, same thing. We got the high of 2252 and kind of finding support here at this 2177. You can see it right here in the 4 hour. It's kind of like a swing, not a swing, like a pivot right now, as of right now. So we could hold that and grind sideways and maybe push higher. We could probably test that 2252. My voice is getting dry here. A little coffee always helps. So yeah, keep an eye on that. You can see that we have a squeeze play set up on the 4 hour. So let's see where we close this week, or where the 4 hour. If it wants to push lower, or maybe regain momentum to the upside again. But gold is stronger than silver. You can see that. You can look at that, the histogram. In regards to the copper, 407, 408, line in the sand. We're below it. And look at the squeeze play. The trigger is to the downside. So the pressure is to the downside on copper. Could maybe test, 370 if the pressure, continues. But so far, that's what it's looking like on the daily. On the 4 hour, you got a nice little pop in the overnight session. So let's see once we get to the US session and see how that, closes, or where it closes this week. And platinum, you can see that it's just kind of had a little breakout here, popped out, uh, pulled back, and now it's kind of hovering in that level again, 986, 988, 4 hours positive, so that's good. And there was a little squeeze play, and then it broke out to the upside. So it may want to like continue pushing higher, but we'll see. It'll be resistance at 1015 and also 1047. Let's go to Palladium. That's platinum. So let's go to Palladium, PA. And you can see that it got this little pop. Now it's in a squeeze play and it pulled back and it's like a little weak. Not, just kind of here at what, 1428. So it's inside the mobile band, so it's gonna, but it's still positive. And let's see how the 4 hour is not positive yet. So let's see how that plays out. Lastly, the the dollar, as you can see on the currency pairs, they're all positive. So all the currency pairs are stronger than the dollar. And the dollar is interesting. Some people say, yeah, is there a correlation between the dollar and energy and the dollar and the metals? I'll say yes and no. Sometimes it's inverted to the gold and the metals, and sometimes with the energy. So it's kind of like a hit or miss. It's 50-50. It's not, always when the dollar goes up, gold goes, down. Sometimes they go up together and then sometimes they, invert and then they just separate and they just do their own thing. But as of now, you can see that gold and the silver, not copper, some of them are, trying to trend higher. And right now it's just in the mobile band, so it's not really strong, but you can see that getting clues, the histogram squeeze play is telling you that maybe the pressure's to the downside. We just had a squeeze enter the March 15 and looks like it may want to push lower. So we'll see if this through 103.44 will hold, but maybe in this session may want to test that. And if not, probably next week it may try to test that. And if that holds, then maybe it may want to, either go back and forth, test this high again, and if it breaks out, maybe retest it from the top, and if it holds, maybe continue. But if this doesn't play out, and if it bounces and then it pushes lower, chances are it may want to test the 100 or the 101 or the 102 down there and see if there's any support and buyers. That's it. I am leaning. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm leaning for dollar to go to 98. That's like a entry I have using one of Gann square 9 and some other things that I'm looking at. I think that's probably going to be probably good entry. If the dollar ever goes down there to 98, then that will be a wave 5. Because I'm thinking this is a wave 3 and this is a 4, and 5 is still hasn't played out. But that's just my speculation. If it gets down there, I'll nibble at it a little bit and maybe consider shorting some of the metals or something. Depending how what's going on when we get there. But we'll see. The dollar is just kind of, you got to keep it on the radar to see what's going to play out and what it's going to affect. Well, I'm going to sign out. Hopefully you like this video. This weekend, I'll do some bigger updates in depth on other markets. Maybe I'll look at the dollar a little more in depth. I know that there's a 45-degree angle that's coming. Let's see. There's a 45-degree angle that's shooting down right here, and it's major resistance, and the dollar's stalling there. That's what I'm waiting. So if the dollar could break above that 45-degree angle, then I could think maybe it's going to test this, and maybe it's going to test these highs. But so far, it's just having a tough time at that 45. So that's what's making me think that maybe there's one more leg down, and then it's probably going to try to do it again. And if it can't, or if it's just the beginning of a downtrend, we'll see. But that's, using the geometry and everything else, that's what's kind of making me think that it's going to have a tough time here. And that means that maybe gold could maybe continue pushing higher. But if it closes above that 45, watch out with the metals. because maybe, it'll put pressure on the metals. Well, I'm going to sign out. Hopefully you like this video, and I keep you posted on my thoughts on the DX, US dollar, energy, and the metals.